So part 3 again. So basically what happened is I was about to get arrested for something I did not do. Thank you, Miss Haley. I love you for that. So basically let's go over the school real quick. Let's go over it. The curriculum. The curriculum is already made. Teachers don't do nothing. 90% of the teachers have sub-license. So most of our kids can't read. Some of the things that we see about kids even reading off a spectrum is basically off these books, cat, bat, mat, whatever. Doesn't really help with 19-year-olds doing that, because I'm sure there's more to diagnose a child that's a sped than cat, bat, or mat. And so it's not really a great place to be at with your child. But I try to be a spoken word and try to be, not spoken word, but a spoken person for these kids. An advocate. I have cops tell me that I'm the worst teacher, worst person ever, because I went to my boss about these issues instead of going to police right away. Because sometimes in my eyes, at least when I do things, my viewpoint might be different than what is actually going on. So I wanted to double check that. No, he's special needs. Jason Palmer is basically special needs. Ignore it. Hamlin told me that. Haley told me that. So giving special needs and having ADHD gives you a reason to touch kids. Make it make sense, please. However, it's just madness that even at a school like that, and I mean, even talking to the parents asking if they did this, they didn't, to be humiliated again like that is crazy. Meanwhile, the person that is touching kids and yelling at kids and telling kids they're gonna fucking break them, and even Alan Palmer screaming at stuff, which he is not even educated to even do the job he's doing, is still there. It's madness. But it's also Las Vegas. And we're also a very, very low level school, obviously. And I try to be there for kids. I try to be there as much as I can because I'm always running around somewhere else 90% of the time. And the cops are telling me I'm a terrible teacher, a terrible person. How? I'm trying. I have my own personal life. I'm doing what I can for these kids while I'm there with the short bit of time I have. Just basically degrading me. That's it. As an educator, maybe I'm speaking as myself, it's sometimes hard to take work. You take hard work with you sometimes, and sometimes it's hard. You have to digest things first sometimes. And it's difficult to make the right decisions, especially with out here in Las Vegas, where when I have called CPS, when I've called cops and things like that, the issue doesn't ever get resolved. You know, cops are cops. They're supposed to protect property, go do whatever. They're not really a specialist for children. The same way your doctor is